Welcome to another installment of the tour of my movie collection. Previous episodes are linked down below, but today what we're going to be looking at is this row back here of DVDs. I went to a little vintage fest today, and so that's why I might be looking a little different. I tried to do like 90s like kinder horror. I don't usually dabble in the 90s, but I gave it a shot today. Anyway, let's get started. These are alphabetical, so we're gonna start off with 30 Days of Night, a vampire film that is very scary. And I got this from a flea market for like $1. Next is Jess Franco's 99 Women. Now, I believe there are some different versions of this film, so this version of 99 Women was perfectly fine to watch. It had no hardcore scenes or anything like that, so I thought it was a pleasant film. I realize now that it may not be pleasant in all of its forms, but I really liked it. I love women in prison, even though it can get into unpleasant territory sometimes. This was good. Love that opening theme song as well. And this is from Brian. Next is Enigma. This is a Fulci film, 1987, I believe. I love this movie. This is my favorite Fulci movie. Granted, I haven't seen all of his movies, but this is my favorite. It's such a comfort watch. It is, in my opinion, the perfect example of a so bad it's good movie. This is one that I bought myself even when I had no money to buy movies. Like, there were a few that I'm like, this has to be in my collection, and this was one of them. So this is just a Severin DVD, and if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's just so fun, and I love the cast and the scares. It's a great movie. Next is this 2-disc set of American Beauty and the Virgin Suicides. Now, it has been many years since I have watched either of these movies, okay? An embarrassing amount of years. I mean, we bought this like in college, all right? So we've had this for quite a while, but I do, at least as far as I remember, really love both of these movies. Next is American Psycho. I like how it still like has the tape, just busted open the tape and never peeled it off. I've only seen this the once. I know it's like a huge deal and it's iconic and everything. I've only seen it once, but we own it. Next is both of the both. Like there's only 2 Amityville movies, right? Next is the original Amityville Horror from '79. And then this 2005 remake with Ryan Reynolds. I like both of these. Okay, now, this is the first one I saw because I am a child, I'm a teen of the 2000s. And I think it's good. Like, I still think it's good. I like this movie, but also really like this one. And those are the only 2 Amityville movies I have. Okay, this thing is pretty weird, all right? I love Lifetime movies. I love coming of age movies and stuff. I think that 90s and 2000s Lifetime are really where it's at, because once you get into the 2010s, man, almost all of it sucks. Okay? And probably the 2020s stuff too. If you know a good one, let a hoe know down below. Anyway, so I bought this set. It's called Surviving High School, and it is just a Lifetime 4-movie set. You could tell this was like some sort of a library disc, maybe. I bought it for one particular movie called Augusta Gone. But the other movies included are Odd Girl Out, The Perfect Teacher, and For One Night. This is what it looks like inside. But yeah, I bought it because of Augusta Gone. Because that film is a lot like the movie 13, but almost more extreme. It has a lot in common, but I just really liked that movie when I saw it. And the thing about these Lifetime movies is, at least when I was watching this, they were not accessible. Like, a lot of the Lifetime movies I want to see, there's just no way to watch them. So I managed to see Augusta Gone. and scrambled to find some way to buy it. Because, you know, they don't really release their shit either, you know? So all that to say, I have some Lifetime movies. Next is Alien vs. Predator. I think I got this from the thrift store for like $1, whatever. I saw this when it came out because, again, I was a teenager at that time. Haven't seen the original Predator still. Anyway, I think about this movie a lot. It reminds me of a Lovecraft story. I think it's The Mountains of Madness is the story. This setting of Antarctica is just so memorable to me. Like, I always find myself thinking about it. I guess it kind of formed a core memory for me because I still feel like I know the movie really well, even though I haven't seen it in a long time right now. Maybe I'm crazy. I haven't talked to anybody else about this movie. I don't know if people think this is good or not. Maybe I'm like crazy for thinking it's good. And hey, I haven't watched it in a while, so. Anyway, the idea of it is still really good in my mind. Next is the Babadook. I've been calling it the Babadook, but I think it's the Babadook. I got this. This is a Scream Factory DVD that apparently was sold at Best Buy. I think I got this at the thrift store, you know, and typically stuff like this is $1 wherever I'm thrifting it. So I've only seen this the one time, and I do remember liking it. And when people talk about like grief horror, this is one that they bring up. And I will say, at this point in time, I do not really like grief horror. But I did remember kind of liking this movie, so it needs another viewing for me. But I just see that people still really talk about it a lot. Like, it's still loved and embraced and accepted in the horror community, so I got myself a copy. Because you never know when shit's not going to be streaming, am I right? Next up is the most important trilogy you will ever need to know, and that is the Baby Oopsie trilogy. Just kidding. I just wanted to ruffle some feathers. Y'all know, I freaking love Baby Oopsie. Now, I bought this on DVD. Listen, when I was buying some stuff initially, I didn't have the money for no Blu-ray or whatever. So I got the DVD of Baby Oopsie, and eventually to complete it, I got, well, that's 3. I got 2 and 3 on DVD just so that they're all the same format. But thankfully this has always been streaming, so if you haven't seen it yet and you need to, it shouldn't be a problem for you to find it digitally. Okay, so get on that. Next up is my Blue Underground copy of Black Belly of the Tarantula. This is another one that I bought for myself, even though we do have a better version coming soon from Celluloid Dreams, so just keep that in mind if you're thinking about buying this movie sometime soon. This was one of the earlier Giallo that I watched when I was first watching them, and I was like, this is just a good one, you know? It's just good. We have this copy of the Blair Witch Project. We've just had it. We've just had it since the 2000s or something, I don't know. Brian sent me Pulselli's Black Magic Rites from 1973. This is crazy. It's crazy. But I also kind of liked it. You know, the quote down here says, demonic and sexually depraved. Yeah. Okay, I have this copy of Black Christmas, the 1974, but this is a 2000s cover. I hate that they were doing that in the 2000s. They wanted to redesign everything and make it look terrible. Sorry if you designed this and you're watching this video. Don't love this cover, but long time ago I was like, I want to own this movie, so I bought this, probably used. And this is what it looks like. Speaking of Black Christmas, this is the 2006 one. I got it from Second & Charles for $5. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now, and I know I've talked about it on this channel before. I think it does a lot of things really well. I love the 2000s sorority vibes here, yes. Girls are hot, like, house is great, all of that's good. But they did too much in this movie. And it's a little too goofy. and I don't know if that can be redeemed. Next is A Blade in the Dark. This is my Blue Underground copy. Oh, that I bought from Il Pinguino, who was selling because he was upgrading, I think. And yeah, maybe I should have gotten the upgraded, beautiful version, but this is what I have, and it's fine. I love this movie. Definitely one that I reach for, revisit. It's a go-to. It's just so good. Next, I have no idea why this was with the DVDs because it should be with the Blu-rays. But this is my opportunity to correct that. This is my copy of Blood on Satan's Claw. I adjusted the lighting a little bit just so I can show you my stuff better. Okay, this copy of Blood on Satan's Claw, this is a Severin Blue. So yeah, I don't know why I put it with the DVDs on it. This is a film I watched for the first time last year, and then I ended up buying it from Orbit with a gift card from Josh. Shout out Josh. And I really, really loved the folksy pagan vibe, and that basically it went places that I did not expect. So I really had a great time with this film. I'm so glad that I could find it. This one was like a little more expensive than I usually buy, but you know, I was feeling emboldened because I had that gift card. Next is The Beyond. I'm pretty sure I got this from the mayor, right? Part of the Fulci Gates of Hell trilogy. This is probably the most widely loved. I prefer City of the Living Dead, but The Beyond is also really great. I have fond memories of the first time I watched The Beyond because I was like kind of doing a little bit of a Fulci deep dive, and I just remember how like spooky and Halloweeny and atmospheric it all felt. And I was working on sewing projects at the time, so just like sewing and watching Fulci, and it was just happy memories. Next is Captain Kronos Vampire Hunter, given to me by Brian. This is a Hammer film, and it is one that I recently watched for the first time, so I've talked about it fairly recently, I think, but I really enjoyed it. It has Caroline Munro in it, and it's a bit different, you know, and I found it to be just really cozy and just a nice, comforting watch after a hard day. Case of the Scorpion's Tail. I actually showed you this when I was doing my alphabetizing video. I showed you this because this is a real Vault DVD. And again, this is in my earlier days of buying Jolly, and this was probably a $6 DVD. But one of you guys said in that video, in the comments, you said the best copy is the copy you have. My cat brought a mouse in here. And it's hiding under the oven. So I'm just gonna keep going. Great. This is one that I recommend in my initial, like, what 5 Jolly would I recommend for a beginner? This is one. Next, I have a couple of kids movies. Casper and Casper Meets Wendy. Love this movie. Try to watch it every Halloween. I just love ghosts. Love the mansion in this movie. Love Christina Ricci. It's awesome. Casper Meets Wendy is not quite as good, but it does have Shelley Duvall and Hilary Duff, and it has like a nice spooky atmosphere. I loved it when I was a kid, so I still like to rewatch that too. Children of the Corn, one we've just had forever. It's good. I like it. Love cornfields, scarecrows, farmland, like those sorts of elements in horror. I love. I have not seen all of the gazillion sequels or anything. Let me know if they're good. Child's Play. You know, I love some killer toys, killer inanimate objects, really. So, have to own this one. I haven't seen any of the sequels, though. Remakes, reboots, sequels, none of it. I've only seen this. The Church. I'm trying to remember where I got this. Church. Okay, off the top of my head, I can't remember. I think this is from Brian. I think this one was from Brian. This, I mean, do y'all know? Y'all know. This is the Italian horror from 1988. And when I first saw it, I was like, what? No. But then the second time I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this actually is kind of great. So I think I'm converted. It just took, converted, ha, because it's a church. I think I'm converted. It just took me a minute, all right? Some of this stuff is an acquired taste that comes with maturity and experience, right? So I'm a fan of the church now. Coffee. This is from Brian. One of these days, I'm going to give this its own review. I love coffee. Love Pam Grier. Love these exploitation vibes. This is just so much fun. I have this 2-disc set of The Conjuring, Conjuring 1 and 2. I like these movies, especially the second one. That's good stuff. I've seen the third one also, so I guess I'll probably see the fourth one. I like demons. I like demons, but I suppose I used to like it way more when I had a different sort of worldview. So now that I'm older, I get kind of annoyed at the way they look at things and the way they handle things. It's just, I don't know. I think it's not as black and white as we are making it. And I've also read a bunch of books about, like, skeptical books about exorcisms and demons and stuff. So those books like ruined me. A 2-disc set from Ryan, Countess Dracula and the Vampire Lovers. Now that I realize that Vampire Lovers is part of its own trilogy, it's kind of funny that it's been paired with a different movie here, although they're both Ingrid Pitt movies, so I guess that's why they're together. But I really liked Countess Dracula, wanted a little bit more from it. And then Vampire Lovers, it's not the best movie, but it's fun, and it's fun to discuss, and it's significant. Like, it feels like it matters, you know? Oh, and when it comes to Vampire Lovers, the fashion is very influential on me, for sure. So that's a big part of what I took away from that movie. I really would like a better copy of this. But this is a 2-disc set of The Craft and Wild Things that I got probably in college also. I love The Craft. Wild Things didn't love it so much when I watched it, but that was a long time ago. So anyway, I do have The Craft, and that's what matters, because the best copy is your copy. Next is Crimson Peak, a beautiful Gothic film that I had fun watching, and this copy was given to me by Natalie. Next is a movie that matters very much to me, and that is Count Dracula's Great Love. This is one that I rewatch quite a bit. Fantastic. I wish I could do a whole second review video just on this movie, because I would just love to keep talking about it. We don't have the original case, but we have the contents, and that's what counts. This is from Brian. Thank you. Oh, I got a little bit out of order here because they keep falling down. But this is my copy of Daughters of Darkness from Brian, an artsy art house vampire movie that I have done a whole review on. That is not, it's not my favorite, but I'm keeping it, right? I'm keeping it. That's a compliment. Next is probably the worst copy of a film that I have. Going back, we're taking it back to the days where I had no extra money and I still wanted to buy a movie every once in a while. So I bought this, Death Laid an Egg. I deserve better. But thank you to Desert Island Classics for your work, okay? Thank you. This is usable, this is watchable. But I would like one that like has a different look. Next is Deep Red. I got this copy from the mayor. I like this. I mean, it's obviously it looks like a 2000s art rework, but it's still got it's not very representative of the movie, but it's a fun cover. I've done a review on this movie. It's good, but it doesn't, like, I don't reach for it. It doesn't stand out. It's like, This is one of my favorite movies, you know what I mean? But it's good, and I will keep it in my collection. Polselli's Delirium, 1972. This is another wild ride, just like Black Magic Rites. This is a film that I just desperately wanted to see. I don't know why. I think it was just like the curiosity of it all, and just could not pull the trigger to blind buy it, but also could not find a way to watch it. Finally, Brian happened to give this to me, and I was able to see it. It's just insanity. Sick and demented. Outrageous psychosexual perversity. Yes, thank you. And finally, the film that started it all. Demonic Toys. If you don't know, Baby Oopsie. Actually, that's Baby Oopsie right there. The Baby Oopsie trilogy is a spin-off of 1992's Demonic Toys. I bought this at a used movie book video game store called Second and Charles. I was in there with my friend and I was telling her, I just want to watch something bad. Like, I just want to watch something really bad. And this absolute stranger came up and he was like, here, you should watch Demonic Toys. And I was like, gee, thanks, mister. And my friend and I went home and watched this, and I was like, that was like actually really, really good. And of course, the rest is history. And that'll do it. That is my first shelf of DVDs. I gotta say, I'm a little distracted because I know there's a mouse in here right now. So I'm gonna go see what I can do about that. If you watched my latest live stream, you heard me talk about how my cat's been bringing live animals into the house. So this is probably the 5th live mouse she has brought into our home. So pray for me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this shelf. Next time we'll be moving to another shelf of DVDs, and I will see you then. Hope you can come back for more. Ciao for now.